Hello, good morning. This is Siva Devaki from MassMailer. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Today I'm going to talk about a new feature that we have come up with, an ability to support account contact relationship object in MassMailer. This feature is available in 2.50.x, which is available for new clients. And again, this should be available sometime soon for the old clients as well as a sandbox review. At least for a few weeks, we're going to keep it as a sandbox review for the old clients, and then you should be able to go live with that. So what does it mean? So account contact relationship is an object, if you're familiar with Salesforce. A contact can be related to multiple accounts. So it's more like, having an opportunity contact role where a contact can be associated with multiple opportunities, or even similar to account contact role or case contact role. It's more like a junction object between account and contact objects. And you could have the same contact associated with multiple accounts. It's kind of a concept, right? So previously, this object was not supported in MassMailer, and then we have opened it up. And now you can actually use this particular object in MassMailer. Okay? In order for you to actually use this feature, you have to enable the feature itself in Salesforce. And again, it's not called account contact relationship. I'll show it to you just to make you understand. So basically, I'll show you navigate to Salesforce and show you how to actually enable this feature in Salesforce itself. Once you're done with that, you also have to enable the same thing in MassMailer as well. So meaning you'll have to go to MassMailer setup, email settings, object settings, and then you have to enable the account contact relationship object there as well. That's mandatory. We don't do it by default. And then there are multiple ways to send out emails. We'll go through two use case scenarios, how to go about from the account summary page, or you create a list view on account contact relationship and send an email from the outreach wizard. There are two ways we're going to take a look at it. Okay? So how do you enable this in Salesforce? So you have to go to Salesforce settings and then quick find account settings. And then there's at the bottom of the page, as you can see here, allow users to relate a contact to multiple accounts. So that's what is going to enable this account contact relationship feature in Salesforce. So once you're done with that, you go to MassMailer. And again, if you see the last one, it shows account contact relationship. So you will have to add that as well. That's another thing that you have to do. Okay. So I'll just flip to Salesforce now and show the same thing there in Salesforce. That way you're kind of familiar what it is. So if you go to account settings, and then here you would see allow users to relate contact to multiple accounts. So you got to enable this in Salesforce. So once you're done with that, then you would basically go to MassMailer. So let's just say MassMailer setup. And in MassMailer setup, you would go to email settings, and then you got to add the object called account contact relationship. So you just start to click plus and then select the account contact relationship and add it that way. So and then you can choose contact email as the field that you're actually going to send emails to. So that's mandatory. Otherwise, you'll end up selecting that every time. So whenever you're selecting account contact relationship, make sure you're actually sending out emails to the contact email. So basically, those are the two things that you have to do Once you're done with that, then you have an option to send an email from the accounts object itself. Just a moment. So let's say you have a filter that is created on the accounts object. So I have a simple filter for the account name. There are two records that I'm selecting. Now I want to send an email. So just go click on the send via MassMailer. And then from here, it's very easy to just go through all the steps. So the target audience, here is where we're actually going to select a child object, which is account contact relationship. Again, do you have to do this? You don't have to. You can always pre-select all these default values. I just want to show it to you so that you kind of get a clarification, but I'll show you how to default this as well. And then you're sending an email to the contact email address. So basically, you're saying, hey, I want to send email to contact relationship object, but ultimately the email is actually going to the contact email. So that's basically it. So there are two accounts. That's what we display there. And then you go to the next step. And here we select a folder and any template that you may have created earlier. And here, so I got this contact first name, so you would want to change these merge fields because we're actually going to come from the junction object is account contact relationship. So you would want to pick up the data from that. So if you want to bring in the data from the contact object, so you just say, hey, I want to use the first name and copy this. So it's account contact relation contact.first name would be my merge field. So that's my junction object. And then I would save this. Again, you can pre-build all of these templates. You don't really have to update it at runtime. And then go to the next page. I'm skipping all these sections that are not required. And you can always use anything, maybe common sender to send out email. The other options, we're going to skip all of that. And then, so let's say I'm not going to suppose duplicate. So just go to the next step. I'm sending now non-transactional. Again, not explaining all of this because if you're familiar with MassMailer, I'm sure you're aware of it, or else you can also watch other demo videos. So we got all the other options, just keeping everything default. Okay, I'm going to go send it now. And then I go to the next step. So here, I have those two accounts that I'm sending emails to, and I want to launch. So when I launch, it would actually go to the respective contacts. So that's the goal. And then you could actually see, so the subject, let's see, the subject is my newsletter. I'm going to go query that particular subject. Newsletter. Okay, so you can see that it did populate. I'm getting more emails. So those are all the emails that I just received. So that's how you basically send out email to account contact relationship. I know I did not show you how the actual data would look like in Salesforce. So I'm just going to go take you to the account. So there are two accounts that I filtered, right? So MassMailer is one of them. And if you go here, you can see the related contacts, which is nothing but the contact object itself. So if you ever wanted to add contact to multiple accounts, you just have to add relationship and then select what type of role it is in the contact. And that's how you're going to add this. So basically, I have 3 contacts, related contacts here in this account. And then the other one, just going to go cancel. And then the other one, which is MassMailer, I have 2 in this, total 5 contacts I was trying to send emails to. And I did that from the accounts tab, which is this. And how do you default the actual selection of the object? So whenever you select an account, if you actually wanted to default this, I'm going to go remove. I'm sending an email to the child object. My goal is to send it to the account contact relationship. And then if I want to send an email to the contact, and then email, and save this. So that basically will give me ability to auto select the account contact relationship anytime I'm trying to send an email to the account object. That's what it means. So if you did that, then you wouldn't have to really go select again. So I'll just show it to you. So if you go here, test, and then if you're trying to send an email, send via MassMailer, that basically will auto-populate the actual fields that I wanted. So that basically bringing up everything for me, and I just keep going, right? So that's how you can default who you want to send emails to. That's in the option as well. Okay. Now, how do we send it through Salesforce, sorry, MassMailer list view? So I would just go to MassMailer, Lightning app, and then I could actually create a list view, a MassMailer list view, and that can be on that account contact relationship object. So I would just go give a name here. I would call this as test for account contact relationship object. So let's just say that's my new name. I'm going to go select account contact relationship, and who do I want to send emails? You can apply a filter here. I would just go apply a filter on the account object and the account name, and then done, and then contains MassMailer. That should basically bring up all the accounts that are part of that particular, this particular filters that we apply, right? And then you have to select what fields you want to display. That's mandatory. So I'm going to go select the fields such as account name, and then I will also display the contact. Email. So those are the fields that I want to display. Save this. And if I want to preview, I click on this preview. That basically brings up all those 5 accounts that I have with the account name, contact, email, and the role. So this is my target list. And you can always apply filters at the child level or at the object level itself. That's possible. So let's say I want to apply filter on, say, the role. Then maybe includes select a value, business user, done, save it. You could do that. You just preview, and that should bring up only the business users. So there are 3 of them, right? And close it. So let's say this is your target list view, okay, test for ACR object. So I would just go to the outreach wizard, and then I'm actually going to go select that MassMailer list view. So here for the next step, target audience, I'm going to select this object, and then I would select test for ACR object, the one that we just created. 3 for the next step. And I'm actually going to go select a folder and a template, the template maybe. And then I'm just going to go update the template with the right merge field. Again, if you're not familiar with the merge field, so come here, find out which one it is. This time, let's just select account name. and then copy and paste it here. So basically, this is mandatory to go through the account contact relationship object first, just because that way you have flexibility on going either ways. You can go to the account or the contact and bring in the data because you're using the junction object. That gives you a lot of flexibility. Or you can actually bring in the data from the account relationship contact object itself. So we're going to skip this, and rest of the pages, we're just going to keep pretty much all the default values, not changing anything, not suppressing duplicates. I would just keep going. So just keep all the delivery options, everything default. The goal is to demonstrate account contact relationship object feature. So here you can review everything. The 3 contacts. So I would just go launch this and say yes. So that should basically send an email to that particular list view that we just selected. So that's another way to send out emails. So again, it all depends on what your preference is. You can also create a list view on account object and then send it that way. Sure, by now you kind of should be understanding that as well. So any object that is junction object, which is account contact relationship, or the account object, which is more like a parent, you could actually send emails. So that's the concept. And this is the email subject. Okay, so I should receive an email. I received only 3 though. You can just see 0 minutes ago. So there are 2 more of that. So 0, 0, 0. So those are 3 emails that I received. Okay. And as you can see, the account name is populated. Right? And the email. So we got the merge field as well. So that's basically is the concept behind this, and how to send out emails to account contact relationship object, and how to enable that, and how to use the merge fields. That's pretty much what has been done in the latest release of MassMailer. And if you have been waiting for this feature, please feel free to use it, provided you already have 2.50. And if you're on 2.47, please wait for some more time, and they should be available very soon. Okay. All right, any questions? Okay, seems like no questions. Once again, if you have any more questions, you can always send us an email. Here is my contact information. You can also drop an email from our website. You can send an email on the company email as well. This is a weekly webinar that we do it every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific. Feel free to register for it again next week topic. And happy to talk to you. And if you're new to MassMailer, please go to our website, install a free trial. We are also happy to give you a trial walkthrough and help you with the trial as well. Any questions you have, happy to clarify all of that. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, go to YouTube, search for MassMailer, please subscribe, and then you can get a notification as well for the new videos. That way you can actually watch all the videos that we have. We have 100+ videos on our YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Appreciate it, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.